Yeah, big day on the market. First of all, guys, sorry if I will not be able in some moments to be in the perfect connection, but I also like this about the market. Things can happen. People can call me. I'm from my phone today. And so maybe in some moments I could go down. Fra will take care of you and then I will be back. But yes, today's been a big day on the market, and so I wanted to spend some time live with you because Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Real Madrid, with very clear messages, new shirt number 12, and also clear messages about Liverpool, about his dream to go to Real Madrid, but also Kevin De Bruyne to Napoli is a signing that deserves to be celebrated, a fantastic addition to the squad, a free agent, one of the biggest signings in the history of Italian football, I would say. An historical one, a legend of the Premier League joining Napoli on a 2-year contract plus 1-year option, medical done today, and then he signed this contract despite a big proposal coming from Chicago, because Chicago Fire made an important proposal to Kevin De Bruyne, but he chose to go to Napoli. And then let me remind you guys that if you are here on YouTube, you know that every single day there is at least one video here on the channel. And earlier today, I was telling you about Nico Williams, and watch out for that story. The whole story is there on the video, but Nico Williams is a concrete target for Bayern. Bayern want to try strong and convinced for Nico Williams, so let's see what's going to happen there. But I expect Bayern to hold more meetings after 2 meetings they already had with the agents of Nico Williams. Let's see what the player decides to do, because there is also a new contract proposal on the table from Athletic Bilbao, and so Nico Williams will be one to watch for sure again this summer.
So there is a specific video on Nico Williams. Go check it out because all the latest are there. But also, I don't remember how many videos you have about Gyokeres and his future. So I know many other will come probably. But what's the latest? What can we expect from his future?
Yeah, the latest is a statement from Gyokeres on his social media accounts saying that many of the things he saw around in these days are false, and that he will speak at the right moment. And the message is a clear, strong message against the president of Sporting. What happened? Just to make people understand the real situation around Gyokeres, there was a pact in place between the agents of Gyokeres and Sporting to let the player go for 65 million euros this summer, plus some add-ons to bring the number higher, but starting from 65 million euros. And then what happened? That now the president announced it in public that he's not accepting 65 million euros. He's saying, okay, we are not asking for the close 100 million euros, but we still want more than 65 for a player like Gyokeres. And so it's a very tense situation. This is why the post of Gyokeres on his social media, why this is happening, why the president is doing this. Because now the director who made this pact with the agents, Ugo Viana, is no longer at the club. He's the new director of Manchester City. And so Sporting believe they can ask for more money. So it's a tense situation. Let me say also a sad situation for a player who made history at Sporting with goals, with titles, being part of the history of Sporting forever. To be in this situation would be sad. So let's see if they can find a solution together. Remember that Gyokeres remains a target for Manchester United. So may United keep calling for Gyokeres on daily basis to understand this situation, the price, and all the rest. Remember, again, that Gyokeres remains on the list of Arsenal, because Arsenal at the moment have not closed any other deal. And so we still have to consider Gyokeres as a concrete option for Arsenal. And then we have to see what's going to happen in terms of pricing, because obviously that's going to be the crucial part of the story.
Another big topic of this transfer window is definitely the future of Benjamin Sesko and what's going to happen with him. So what can you tell us today on his future?
Look, that I was mentioning that with Gyokeres, and it's important to touch on Benjamin Sesko because contacts between Sesko, camp, Leipzig and Arsenal have been ongoing now for 2 weeks. Last week, some really concrete and strong contact to advance. But as of today, Wednesday, there is still no agreement done between Leipzig and Arsenal, and still no agreement done between Arsenal and Sesko. And so there is still work to do on this one before saying, okay, Sesko is going to Arsenal. Then the negotiations are ongoing, talks are ongoing, but as of today, Wednesday, the deal is not done yet. So we have to wait, we have to see what happens with Sesko. We have to remember that Gyokeres remains a strong option in the list. So I think that situation remains one to watch in the next days, because for Sesko, Arsenal are working, but as of today, still not done. So I'm not sending a negative message. I'm saying that there is still work to do before saying, okay, I saw some reports, agreement done between Sesko and Arsenal, agreement done or closed between Arsenal and Leipzig. We are not yet at that stage. So calma, as of today, there is still plenty of work to do before considering Sesko a new Arsenal player. And again, it's not negative, it's just respecting the timing of the negotiation. At the moment, we are not there yet.
Talking about a club that is really, really active in this first part of the transfer window, and talking about Manchester City, Tijani Renders, Ryan Kerkez, so already many signings, and also today another one.
Another one for the future, and this is a massive one, because let's say that Man City believe this could be the European Mastantuono, in the sense of top talent available on the market at a good price, in this case, completely different, but a player they really like at Manchester City, and they wanted since January. And this Sverre Nipan, this talent, 18 years old, from Rosenborg, who will be new Manchester City player. The deal is agreed for 15 million euros, no add-ons, no sell-on clauses, 15 million euros. This is what they will pay to Rosenborg. I remember in January, many people attacked me because I said that City were in the race, and people said that he was not going to City. No, guys, he's going to City, and now you can see that he's going to City. Aston Villa tried to enter this race a few months ago, but then because of financial fair play to invest this money on the boy, while they probably, without Champions League football, they can invest this money on different players, is also what made the difference. And so Nipan is going to Manchester City. He will go on loan immediately, so one more signing for City, but also going on loan. My understanding, one more detail I can give tonight, is that he's not going to Girona, from what I understand. The decision made internally by Man City is not to send a player to the City group side Girona. So probably it's going to be another club, but Nipan is going to City, and this is an excellent addition for the future of Man City.
Liverpool fans in particular want to know more about Florian Wirtz, because you gave a massive update on Tuesday, if I remember, and so today, 2 days after, they are still waiting for some more news. So what can you tell us about Florian Wirtz, when it's going to be official?
I wanted to explain one thing, guys. Florian Wirtz is on holiday. Florian Wirtz is on holiday. So what's important to say is that before completing this transfer with the formal steps, when I say formal steps, it means sign the contract, take the pictures, do the medical, and all the rest. I told you 2 days ago, here we go, agreement done, verbal agreement, working on the technical side, so exchanging all the documents, preparing all the contracts and everything. But I told you 2 days ago that the agreement is done, and I can confirm that the agreement is done. You can consider Wirtz as a Liverpool player. So that's my understanding. Then they wait for Wirtz to return from his holidays to undergo the medical test, to complete this transfer, but the agreement club to club is okay. Then I also told you I expect the two clubs to send different messages on the pricing, because for Bayer Leverkusen it's going to be 150 million euros package, for Liverpool it's going to be less than this. So now I expect different messages on the price. We will see what happens there, but for sure the agreement is done. The agreement is okay. The clubs are exchanging all the emails to confirm about all the documents and all the rest. So I never said that Wirtz was flying the following day for medical. I know some other journalist, after I said here we go, was saying, okay, he's going for a medical in the next hours. But I was not saying medical in the next hours, because Wirtz will do the medical as soon as he returns from holiday. So let the player enjoy his holiday. And also, let me remind something. I know it's Wirtz, and so people want the picture of Wirtz in a Liverpool shirt as soon as possible. I respect that. I understand football fans. But remember what happened with Frimpong. Same clubs, Bayer Leverkusen, Liverpool, and it took like 10, 15 days before we saw the player traveling, signing the contract, and becoming a new Liverpool player. So sometimes you can close the agreement, and then it takes some time before you can sign everything. I'm not saying that it's going to take 20 days for Wirtz at all, but I'm saying that the player is on holiday, and then he will return. There is no rush. Liverpool don't have to sign the player today to play tomorrow. Liverpool are not at the Club World Cup, so the player is not going to be involved into any game shortly. And so, calma, relax, and enjoy Florian Wirtz.
A lot of Liverpool fans here watching us on YouTube live, so they want to know more about other players. Yeah. Milos Kerkez is another one that you have been giving a lot of updates in the last week. So what's missing before the deal will be completed?
I maintain my position. Milos Kerkez will be a Liverpool player. In this case, there is some small detail to clarify with Bournemouth, but I maintain my position. I see Milos Kerkez going to Liverpool this summer. Then they still have to close these details. This is why in this case, there is still no here we go, but it's coming. I told you several times, here we go soon, here we go is coming, because it's really a matter of small details. Let them work on this, because they had more contacts this week. One more round of official talks is needed. But this deal is absolutely on the right way to become a here we go for Milos Kerkez to Liverpool. Agreement with the player, work in progress with Bournemouth, is about small details. Then, guys, I hope football fans will understand that sometimes I can't say everything about the deals because obviously this is a private matter between the clubs and the people involved in the deals. So I can't release too much, but trust me, what I can tell you today, and as I told you, for 1 month, I expect Milos Kerkez to go to Liverpool.
So to conclude today's live on YouTube and also talk about another Liverpool player, for now, Darwin Nunez, what can we expect for him? Is he leaving Liverpool this summer?
I still see, as I mentioned in February, both Darwin Nunez and also, as I mentioned in the recent days, Federico Chiesa leaving Liverpool this summer. Because for Chiesa, there are options in Italy. For Darwin Nunez, some option in Saudi, but also from Italy. Also from Italy, there are some movements, and so Serie A could be a potential destination for Darwin Nunez. Some talks took place. Interest again also from Saudi, and for Federico Chiesa, the priority is Italy. Chiesa wants to return to Italy. He's appreciated by Napoli coach Antonio Conte, so let's see if Napoli will decide to enter strong on this one. But Nunez and Chiesa will be two players to watch for sure, because I expect both of them to be sold in this transfer window to find solutions, and so Liverpool will keep us busy for sure in the next weeks.
And we'll be here, of course, telling you all the stories, all the insights, live on YouTube as always. Thank you for following us. Fabri, see you soon.
Thank you. Ciao guys, see you soon.